Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back heading in the colony section yet again for another FPS map. That's right, the Shattered FPS Edition FPS map. So, what are we going to do? We are going to do it. It is a campaign map that has been converted by Buttercat. And yes, I've given this a little bit of a go, and I'm doing it with some hindsight. So we're doing a hindsight map for once. Very rarely do this, but I figured, you know what? Based off of my experience, I wanted to go a little bit better. So go to height 5 or below to walk in the void. Walking in the void will be a very big thing, as we can see. Very, very big indeed. So what are we going to do? We're going to clean up our main base. We're going to clean up this base over here. We're going to clean up this base over here. And then we're going to clean up this base over here before we do our assaults. Our assaults are on a spore launcher at 10. A spore launcher at 10. These are problematic and annoying. But you know what? Very, very cool. I like having spores. The problem is when it's like 1 or 2, they're really not that effective. When there's 10, they're pretty good. Although I think there might be random. Shh, never like random. Emitters at 375. Blobs at 8. So quite a bit of blobs. Very good emitter. One thing to note is there are potential for 3 assault points on this island. Kinda. I will say, you want to assault the center. I know you want to assault the center. That's all I will say about that. That being said, there's an Emrift here. There will be an Emrift in our base. Now, we only have a Redon at a rate of 0.5. So we are going to help build up our Redon. That is something that we are going to do. So with that involved in mind, we are going to want a fabrication ore, or fabrication power, and we are going to want some AC on every island just to help defend against any random spores and things like that. So we are going to get the AC breeder as well. So AC breeder, going to be probably first. Now let's get the fabrication first. Let's get fabricator, then AC breeder, because we'll get the AC breeder really quick. So fabricator, we're going to get just the gun fabricator. So fabrication power, there we go, Bazinga. So that is 1 point. 2 points for AC breeder. And that will be our next 2 points. So, Bazinga, 2 points for that. AC breeder, right there. And then we have 3 more points, which we will want our mortar specialty. Now, we could go cannon, but realistically, we only going to be cleaning up little bits of creep here and there. For the most part, we will be using the mortar once we get to the final area. So I'm going to skip the cannon for now, I think. So we do have our AC breeder there. Where we go? I was looking for mortar. Mortar will be next. I was just planning everything out, just so you know. So mortar will be next. And then, so from there, that is, with this point, it's AC breeder. With these 2 points, it is mortar. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now these 5 points, we will want the conversion. We will want conversion. And you know what? Since it's 5, will it take us 8 minutes? It should probably take us about 8 minutes. I'm going to wait on getting the fabrication area, because we will also kind of want that, or earning. Actually, earning. I think we're going to go with earned units. So we will go with that, I think. But let's just get down to it. Start cleaning up some creep. Because, you know what, that's going to be highly important, of course. So let us do some of our business to get down, you know, just to do our business. That's what we got to do. And we're going to clear off to get both points at once, then build up the miners, because, of course, the base needs some starter juice to help it going. Our AC breeder is already down, so let's just plonk some of that down, start building these miners. You know what, let's actually start getting that as well, and start getting these miners. There we go. So miners are operational, AC is already spreading, and it feels pretty good already. It is a little lame not having the improved cannon, especially for this part. That's perfectly fine. The island is secure, and we're already moving on to island the second, as we can see. So glorious days for us involved, and yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, is there already an egg here? Holy moly. Buttercat, what are you doing? How are there eggs here already? that is just bad news involved for everybody. So we definitely want to cut off the mesh. That way it just won't flow so well, and then we can use our improved capabilities to really fabricate this puppy up. And that should essentially solve this island. It's got some breeder. It's got some of these. Maybe we'll just plonk some of these out as well. But bazinga, bazonga, bazunga, we are done. Most fantastic. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, I can't even say my own words. And again, we'll just clear off, cut off the mesh, build up the units. These islands, not too bad overall. The units themselves are doing pretty good, although there's a huge deficit right now. Of course, deficits are never fun, so we're going to help build this up just to sort of clean up that deficit for now. Feels pretty good, if you ask me, and there we go. On to the final island. We are getting here basically like right before the creep, and we're getting our breeders set up on every island. Just the one, just really all we're going to need, I think, for the long term. And again, we're going to just help build stuff up. Power will come as these little towers get built, which is glorious. Oh, there was an egg there, of course. Should have known, Buttercat. You eggy fool. Giving us the eggs, even if we don't want them. But there we go. Established full control of the map. Now we can go for the final base right now. We can. That is something that we have the capability of doing. But more importantly, we are going to want to make sure this M-Rift is completed. Looks like something got shot. Maybe that was an egg getting shot out. I'll just drop another AC here. You know, it's our main island. You gotta love the main island. The M-Rift is now built up? Yes. Go M-Rift. You did it. Let's get our other M-Rift online, right? We have to build this ourselves. There is no porter. When I was doing this, I was like, oh, I so hope there's a porter. And you know what? There is no porter. We have to fabricate ourselves. So there we go. No porter whatsoever. Not the end of the world, because we did get the improved fabricator. This is one of the main reasons, but again, we've been doing a lot of building lately. So a lot of building feels pretty good though, because it really does help out. It does help out because there really is not a lot of power on this map. That is one thing to note. This map is very limited in terms of its power supply, so it really is up to us to keep the power flowing. Whoa. Another thing to note is this island, pretty much every island, if you want to deal with it, deal with the mesh. You get the mesh, you get the island. As you can see, we just dealt with that, and now no more creepers essentially flowing through for a little bit. That's going to give me an edge. I really just want an edge right now to start so I can drop down some breeder terrain, because my breeder is very good at the moment. And then we'll go back and destroy the mesh again, because we clearly don't want this mesh coming for us. So there we go. We've destroyed at least a little bit of mesh, and there we go. Let's actually activate the breeder. So now it is breeding for us. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. Happy days, happy days. And, you know, we'll probably toss down another one on this island because it's kind of the starter island. You know, it's a start. But clearly we're going to need help build this bad boy up. So power, ahoy, and safety for this island. So island 1 is now safe. We have 2 more islands to make safe, and thankfully, by destroying the mesh over there, we actually destroyed the mesh on this side, which means this island, completely free. Completely free. I think I missed putting the breeder down on the first island we took, but who cares? We now have it on that island. Just as important to have some breeder down on every island involved, and we really want to take this before the creep comes back. So let's build up these cannons. Again, it saves the base some energy. It's very low on energy. And we're at 5 minutes, so we're getting pretty close. I do want the earning ability, but we're at 4 points, and we're going to get 2 more from this. So with that in mind, I would rather make sure I have that conversion ability currently. Now, I hope to know where we're converting. That is going to be a very important element. What are we converting? But that'll be something for the future. I want to make sure we do some pretty good stuff with that. That missile just came online. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's probably going to die to the mesh dissolution, but that's okay, because it was able to shoot down at least one spore. Ooh, we do have a problem. Oh, a pretty minor major problem. And I can tell by our power. Our power is now at 18 generation. 18 generation is less than what we should be getting. We should be getting around 21 to 22 power generation. So what does that mean? It means one of our islands was taken, not taken, but a connecting point was removed. We're now down to 15, which is terrible, terrible, terrible. So after this, we are going to have to take our islands back, which is not so terrible. I mean, we'll be able to do that relatively simply. Geez, this mesh is really pushing pretty good. So let's charge that up, make sure they have some units to fight on the sides, and we'll finish this up. So we do need to go back and do some cleanup duty, because some of our islands have been ransacked, if you will, by the creep. So we do have a ransacking. We are getting our conversion right here, which is very good. Beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, let's head on back. So where is this power disconnect? So power disconnect, we can see, is right over there. Bazinga. Turn it back on, hopefully, and we should see our power start to come up. And where is our next power disconnect? It appears to be like right over here, maybe? Right there and there. Turn that back on, and we are now good for power. We should see our power start to climb, which is just very good news indeed. So, we just passed 8 minutes, which is actually perfect. So we could have gotten the urn. Could have gotten the nearby urn earlier. So we are going to get that now, and we are going to go with conversion. So we are going to spend for conversion. So here we go. We now have everything. Our goal is to convert this area, like this whole thing, and see how it goes. So fingers crossed, it's going to go well. We're also going to toss our AC breeder down over there as well. So let's drop our conversion, get ready with AC breeder, and get fabricating. So immediately fabricating. As we can see, we're even in the range of the nullifier. So we are earning all of these units with our presence. We have nullified the emitter as well, which hopefully we can keep healed. But it looks like, thanks to our earned body and the fabricator, we were able to do this assault. Whew, that was a little bit of concern. We are in a monster deficit, so we do have a point. Now this point, it sounds weird, but I'm going to go with Fabrication Aura. Now I'm doing this to provide power to these, and that should also alleviate power from this deficit. So it's sort of a double-edged thing, so we should now, just by standing here, power these units. Fingers crossed. Yeah, they all have power. So the goal is, with the earn potential, with everything else, these units must hold. Ooh, poo. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. We still have more conversions to come. Now, this is not going the best. I should have paid more attention to the nullifier, because that was slightly problematic. But our conversion is coming back online soon. And we do have a pretty good foothold. And with the, as you can see, look at this, our deficit has dropped basically to nothing. So, let's try and protect our pylon. We only need to last for 30 more seconds. 30 freaking seconds, that's all we need. 30 seconds. Is that the, okay, oh no, the other pylon died too. Oh no, we lost the entire thing. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Try to put a little bit more AC breeder in. That's okay. Because we do have the next conversion. And we do know where everything is now, which is what's perfect. Perfect. So we are going to convert just like that again. This will give us the entire area. This will give us enough to fabricate. And this time power should be substantially better. Pushing everything back. As you can also see, we've taken down the total amount of creep on the map to less than 2, or less than half. Less than 2. Less than half. So realistically, we have been doing some pretty substantial damage in that first assault, and now the second assault will be what holds. We did not allow them to get enough, even though, I mean, honestly, if I had held that nullifier, it would have been, I mean, substantially better is an understatement, but, you know, I feel pretty okay with that. I feel pretty okay. I didn't even realize, we do even have a point now to use. I mean, realistically, we don't even need the points anymore. I mean, cannon is I guess just weapon effectiveness from here on out is really all we need. So let's just bonk any point we get into weapon effectiveness, and yeah, we've completed the creep portion of the map. Now we do still have some blobs to deal with. We do have some other things to deal with, but realistically, now that the creep portion is essentially handled, it's just a matter of moving on from here. Not too bad. So again, as you can see, like all the creep is basically gone. I'm trying to just drop AC on cool. I'm basically just spamming it. Don't even care where I sit. But yeah, I mean, look at this, like all of that creep, it's just going down. And I guess now the problem is, where do we convert, right? Where's the best place to convert? It's probably that corner over there. So I think that will be it. Maybe we'll work our way this way, because this side looks like it's actually been taken down quite well already. I think they were taking down the eggs, which is why it was taken down so well. So eggs are our only concern at this point. But let's get ready to do our last bit of conversion now. So I'm just going to drop it right there. Let it do its thing, and we're just taking out over here. Piece of cake. Oh, the final thing. Actually, I probably should have gone cannon. It's just nice for that, the little bits of cleanup here and there. Although, again, just nice power zones. Oh, that was greedy. I figured we could get this built up beforehand. And oddly enough, building this up and just having it earned is almost as good as just ourselves cleaning up. So that feels pretty nice if you ask me. There we go. We're down on this side. Done, 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 done. Build this up. And this is why you want to go for the center. Just so you are aware as well. Because this is your main assault force for this. But if you were to assault here, you'd probably come from this direction. And you'd see this. And this is what you would get. 2 cannons. You get 2 cannons. It's not a good landing force. Not a good landing force whatsoever. This, very good landing force. So that is the reason we took the sides that we took. I am set to fabrication. Huzzah for me. But there we go. Let's find the pylon, which should be over here somewhere. Pylon? Power for these things? There we go. Pylon. Build it up. Turn off these blobs. Don't really care about anything else. You're done. Good. Just make sure. Oh no! I should have just stuck with it. That is the ultimate greed. Oh, wow, I'm so greedy. See, if I had just stuck with it, it wouldn't have fired. It wouldn't have made me do that again. So don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. But it's so much better to be greedy. It's so much better. We can convert again, but there really isn't anything left to convert. We have all of those. Totem-wise, I probably should have cleared to that. Did we not clear a totem? Wait, there's that totem. This area has not been totemed yet because, oh my gosh, we have to go back for the totems. All right, so this will now clear itself up. You know, I'm just going to convert that just because we can. Let's just fire our way back, get to this other totem, because apparently the everything was a problem. So build it up, build it up. That totem should now be finalized. Fingers crossed. And we should be done. I guess we'll do some space cleaning. There we go. Totems have been completed. Basically, it didn't really slow us down too much, but a little bit of space cleaning. You know, just a couple of drips and drabs here and there. Few mistakes, I will admit. We should have held the nullifier in the first push. I should not have been greedy with that blob's nest. But I feel pretty good. I think this pathing worked really well on this map. So nice little go ahead. And let's see how we did. Let's see again. Look at that. See, most of the map kind of clear. Rift jump away, and bazinga. Ooh, 11 minutes. Yeah. See, that's if you probably hold it for the first time, you could probably do it something like that. So, felt pretty bad. Felt pretty bad. But you know what? I'm okay with my 14. 14:30 even. Ooh, that feels nice. I like the even. Evens are nice. But yeah, feels pretty good overall. Had a lot of fun. Really like the redesign of the original maps. So super cool. And I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you next time. Take care.